Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta, a brand new live news show where we're talking about all the hottest stories in the city. I'm your host, Lana Harris, here with Ronndell with 2 N's.
What's happening?
And Million.
Hey.
And we have so many stories to talk about today. In fact, one story is kind of an update on one of the biggest stories of last year. Mm-hmm. Do you guys remember when that homeless encampment was cleaned out and there was a person who was in it and was killed? Yeah, their family, his estate, I should say, is filing a second civil lawsuit because of his death. And if you don't know the details of this, it really was devastating. City crews were going around clearing out a homeless encampment in preparation for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And according to the lawsuits, workers just didn't check inside the tents before they used all that heavy equipment to go in there and demolish the encampment. And Cornelius Taylor was still inside his tent when it was flattened by a bulldozer and a front loader. So he was found later on after being crushed and he was pronounced dead. This was traumatizing for his family. It was awful. So a Fulton County medical examiner ended up ruling that his death was caused by blunt force injuries to the abdomen and the pelvis. He had internal bleeding. I mean, you can imagine. So the initial lawsuit was filed earlier, names the city of Atlanta and then just unnamed city employees, and that's still ongoing. But the second lawsuit targets private entities and just people who are supposed to be responsible for outreach, supervision, and safety during the encampment clearing.
So so when he died, hold on, I'm trying to figure out how to ask this question without so are they suing the Atlanta for his death?
They're doing both. So they're suing Atlanta as a whole, but then they're also suing specific moving companies. The second one.
Okay.
So both of those cases are still ongoing, but it's still just like, mind you, I wasn't really paying attention to the news at this point in time, so I didn't know how big this was.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this was huge. This was huge because, there are a lot of homeless people in the city and, everybody kind of has thoughts about the encampments that pop up. But at the end of the day, these people are still people. And there was a big conversation about why this wasn't done more humanely. If you're about to go in and bulldoze, the least you can do is pop your head into each one of the tents and make sure everybody's out of there. Yeah. That's what the accusation was, that they didn't. And obviously, it's not even really an accusation, really, when you're talking about somebody who was flattened by a bulldozer. You know what I mean? Clearly, nobody knew he was in there. Right. So these are civil lawsuits. So this isn't criminal, but his family is basically saying, we got to get something because of what we lost in our family member. Right.
And they took all, did they do anything with that encampment site? They just, I'm pretty sure it's probably there. Homeless people probably went back over there, and that's what I see all the time. You take them down and then they build them back up. That's why I think, man, and this is my personal opinion. I thought about this the other day when it comes to the homelessness in any city. There needs to be they have a tent city. I forgot what state it's in, but there is this thing called tent city, to where just a bunch of homeless people.
There's one in Charlotte, actually.
Oh, is it? Okay, yeah. And I think there needs to be something like that here in Atlanta, to where it's just like a big park or something along those lines, to where you just, hey, this is where all the homeless people live.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh, I get what you're saying.
No, I think, you ain't rocking with it?
Where would you put that?
No, 100%.
You know what I mean?
No,
You'd have
100%.
the whole community of where that goes probably up in arms. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
about
for sure.
because that's the sad part about it. Nobody really wants to live amongst homeless people. Nobody really wants to have the tents, in their neighborhood and set up outside of a shop, because there are people who are, just calling a spade, struggling with mental illnesses, who are in that homeless community. Sure. And you really don't know what they could do at any given point. We've seen people in our streets, punch a random bystander unprovoked, or stab someone. Our homeless people here in Metro Atlanta have gotten into tiffs, unprovoked with people. So, what do you do when you do also want them to be treated humanely?
Yeah. It is a blurry line.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. I don't know. Putting them in their own spot, their own city, and just having them be around each other is also kind of scary too, in a sense, because it's how would they operate under the same laws? Because would the police actually be patrolling through those cities also, or wherever those tent cities are? It's a whole bunch of different ethical things that goes on. It's how often can you actually monitor that spot? And would the city want to even put money into monitoring that city if they had their own little city, or that whole little designated area? Because they have skid rows out in California.
Yeah.
And it just, from what I've heard, at least I've never really seen Skid Row, but it's like terrible, completely terrible. And you just need to stay away from it.
Skid Row's not that bad. Yeah, no, man.
You seen it?
I used to live in LA. Yeah, Skid Row is not what everybody makes it up to be. Like,
so is that why you say?
That's why I say what I'm saying. Like, it's not. It's bro. All homeless people aren't bad. And and here's the thing: homeless people police homeless people. So they would kick out the people that seriously, they would kick out the people that have an issue. With, like, if you're breaking the rules inside of this homeless encampment, you got to go because we trying to live in peace. We don't want no police over here policing what we got going on. So yeah, bro, on Skid Row, there's a lot of homeless people that police homeless people to be like, hey, you can't do that here. If you're gonna do drugs, you got to take it down that side of Skid Row.
Yeah.
You can't come on this side. For real, bro. Like, that's how it works. All homeless people ain't bad, dog.
I'm not saying that they're bad.
Like,
I'm not saying that they're bad, but like, I didn't know that there was policing going on.
Yeah, the people. Yeah, they definitely police each other. Yeah.
You know, I don't know anything about that either, but I will say, I mean, I'm not discounting because I don't know. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I do think that we could put a lot more funding towards just, what to do with our homeless population and how to get them help and how to get them into actual warm housing. It's a conversation that every pretty much city, major city, I would say, kind of deals with. So we will keep you posted on the developments from that story. In the meantime, there was a woman who is arrested and accused of shooting her husband, and that's a story. Actually, I'm so sorry. This is a whole other timeline. I'm in the wrong thing. We're talking about this. Bond denied. Bond has been denied. Quit laughing at me.
No, it's my bad.
Doing my best up here.
I know it.
Bond has been denied for a Georgia teenager accused of killing her mother. This story is crazy.
Yeah, so does anybody remember the story of the little white girl that killed her parents and posted about it on TikTok?
Mm-hmm.
It was like insanity. So Sarah Grace Patrick, now she's 17 years old, is charged with shooting her mother, Kristen Brock, and her stepfather, James Brock, to death while they slept this was back in February 2025. She was denied bond recently, again for the second time, by a judge in Carroll County, and the bond was previously denied in August. Now she faces 2 counts of malice murder, 2 counts of felony murder, 2 counts of aggravated assault, 2 weapons charges, and she's being charged as an adult currently, and the trial date is set to take place August 3rd. So what happened was, once she did shoot her father and her mother, she then went on to TikTok, and I'll say allegations, but this is what they've at least uncovered, is that she went on TikTok and she was crying about it, posting about it, like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this is happening to me. And then she, like, even one video she reported, actually including in the caption, please send prayers for healing, with the line added later saying, I should probably delete this later. So it's a young little girl that killed her parents and then went online, allegedly, because the case is still going, and then went online and posted about it. She later then turned herself in. She tried to get other TikTok creators to talk about this and said that she had insight. She had inside information on the parents' deaths.
Really?
Yeah. So it's a really messy situation. The fact that she thinks that she can just walk willy-nilly is kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, I do remember this, but I don't remember them, like, because people get on TikTok and they just start making their own little, like, narratives of what happened. So did anybody like make up any type of story that, like, why she did or did not do this? Like, did anybody have some type of narrative? Because I don't remember anybody actually saying, like, a story of, like, this is why she did it, or this is, what I mean?
Like a motive.
Yeah, like a motive. Like, I don't remember any TikToks now that I'm thinking about it of that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I mean, because the court case is still going on.
Okay.
So we can't, like, I learned from my past, you can't just throw on allegations onto anybody. I mean, not allegations, but say that they have a motive. So we don't necessarily know, but I mean, come on now, y'all. She killed her parents. I seen pictures online of her smiling with her parents and things like that.
Really?
She had a younger sister also. Yeah, so I don't know. To me, it feels like this young lady was just going through something at the time.
That's horrifying. You know what I mean? Especially because if the allegations are that she just did it and went along with her life, that's a level of, we don't know what she was going through.
That's the thing.
Either, though. You know what I mean? And there's obviously no validation for killing somebody, or there's no reason why, you should kill somebody. especially, my gosh, your own parents. But I mean, you know, I would be curious to see like what police say. I think it's interesting that she reached out to people on social media and try to get them to talk about it. I think that's what maybe prosecutors would be saying, you know, if somebody were really, truly remorseful, they might have called police themselves and said, this is the situation, you know, not like I'm going to hop on TikTok and try to get people to talk about this, you know, knowing what I know about it. So, you know, again, these are all accusations and we're going to wait to see how this plays out. But that's, I mean.
But again, we live in a social media world.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's a lot. Probably their first thought is to let me get online and see if they can help me. Not the police. Let me see if these random people online can help me. You know what I mean? That's the social media world we live in, man.
Maybe it was, let me see how I can make this go viral. Maybe I can get famous off of this. Who knows?
We don't. We really don't know,
I don't know. She definitely, but so if in this situation, if you were the judge, would you allow her to get bond?
If she doesn't pose a flight risk, 100%. Like I don't
100%?
Yeah, I mean, if she's not in, if I've looked at the evidence or what they have in front of me as of now, and it's like I don't really have a clear sense of like if she did it or did she not do it, then I'm gonna be like, yeah, man, you know what I mean? You're 17 years old, like you do have your white or black, you do have your whole life ahead of you.
Yeah, you
dig what I'm saying? So I would have to see everything for me to. It's not clear enough for me to be like, nah, you are a menace to society. You get what I'm saying?
To post about it online, though, that's the thing that gets sketchy.
I got you.
And to specifically, according to the notes here, say that she went to different TikTok people, like you said, but also went to at least one TikTok video and talked about the murders, described what she claims she heard the night of the killings. I mean, she was telling people about this, and to be accused as the person who did it after that, I mean, I'm sure even those TikTok creators are like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, imagine them like mind blow you have when, you know, you see she gets arrested for this. So that's interesting. We'll keep an eye on that story as well.
For sure.
In the meantime, we've got 8 people arrested as Atlanta Police Department just busted an alleged citywide larceny ring.
Which is wild.
Crazy. Look at all those weapons.
A larceny ring is wild, bruh. So, yeah, a long-running investigation into larcenies from vehicles across Atlanta led to a major search warrant execution on the city's west side, according to Atlanta Police Department. So, it happened January 15th. At an apartment complex on Fairburn Road on the Atlanta West Side. And here is what they found. A large amount of stolen property was found. 11 firearms, 3 tasers, 3 gun switches. And if you don't know what a switch is, yeah, it's automatic. You can turn a Glock into automatic. Nearly 11 ounces of MDMA, 87 grams of marijuana. And here's the kicker. There was actually kids found in the home when they went and did the search. So, yeah. A referral was made to the Division of Family and Children's Services to ensure the safety of the children. But yeah, they found all of that. All of that. That's been going on for a while now, bruh. For a while. So finally they got picked up, which I'm happy about. I'm very much so happy about. Get them off the street. Get them off the street. Send them up the road. Get them off the street, bruh. So
I also think it's crazy that this was said to have been run out of an apartment near Piedmont Park.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty nice area. You know what I mean? Depending on which part we're talking about.
Yeah, I was just about to say. Yeah, to an extent.
I mean, I've walked all up and around, you know, scooted all up and around that Piedmont Park area. Felt nothing but safe. Would have never known something like this was allegedly going on.
You know what, man? I want to say I'm proud of APD because APD has been cleaning up the streets a lot lately, a little bit.
Like, we've been seeing a lot of drug busts.
A lot of drug busts. So I will say congratulations to APD, man. Y'all have been doing a good job. That's the only time you're ever going to hear me say that. So I mean, you better take it. But yeah.
So they found drugs and guns on them, basically.
Yeah. Okay. Drugs and guns and switches. Now, switches is a felony.
No, switches is crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
You can't have a switch.
Looking at them, they did look young too.
Yeah. Well, they're not all young. So the ages range 23, 22, 18, 22, and 19, and 33 and 17.
That's crazy to me, specifically because of these people should have had their whole lives ahead of them. These people are around that age where they should be just dipping a toe into adulthood, kind of starting their whole lives off, and they're caught up in this. You know, it's sad that our young people are turning to this stuff so much.
Yeah. Here's the thing I always wondered though, man, is there's one person to start this, all right? There's always a ringleader. There's always one person that makes that phone call and go, hey, bro, like, I've been making bands. Like, hey, hop on this.
Yeah.
And then that person tells that person, and that person. At some point, there has to be somebody in this group of 8, that when they got that phone call had to be like, nah, I'm good, bro.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was the 9th person that they hit up, and it was like, nah, well, y'all might want to look into that 9th person because, that's probably why y'all got caught. No, I'm just joking.
Right. When you start something.
I'm joking. But what I'm saying is like, bruh, at some point, y'all need to realize, like, dog, like, all money ain't good money. You know what I mean? Fast money runs out real quick. And at the end of the day, fast money ain't always the best money to get, bruh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we've all been down that route of, I'm down bad, I need money fast. You get what I'm saying? But yo, it's better, it's easier ways, it's easier in legal ways to make it.
Oh, facts.
You know,
Especially
like,
these days with social media
come
and
on,
technology, you can make money doing anything,
Anything.
that doesn't disrupt or harm other people
Come on,
online
man.
these days. You know what I mean?
And one of these victims, one of these people was a girl. You can make a lot of money.
Wow.
You know what?
Oh my God.
I actually did see.
Like, wait, am I lying?
I saw this video of this girl. She looked very attractive, and she was basically saying, if you're a hot girl, like, you should not be broke. Like, you should be able to get money any kind of way you want.
Flat
And
out.
I was so mad just seeing it because she's so right. You know what I mean?
Right.
A lot of us just try to go the hard way, the right way, go to college, rack up debt, get into a job and just pay off these bills and this student loans, for the rest of our lives. But some of these kids, they just put on a filter.
Y'all,
and they just like rack it up online.
not every girl is attractive though. So what do you say to the women
They put on these filters?
Yes. What do you mean, man?
So
like-
then, and if we doing that, then there's no reason why men should be broke either. Then.
Here's the thing, bro.
Just throw on a filter.
It's cheaper to get your feet done, You ain't got to do no filter to your face or nothing. Feet finder, brother. Come on now. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is, Lana, to your point, yes, it is easier and legal ways to get money. And please do not go get this fast money because it runs out quick.
Oh, yeah.
It runs out fast. Trust me. That's why they call it fast money. Once it runs, you got to go get some more. So, yeah, bro.
Yeah. Another crazy story we have our eye on. There was a mom here in the metro that just got caught up in a warrant mix-up, a mistaken address mix-up. This is like a horror story.
It's a nightmare, bro. This Ring doorbell camera, Tierra Williams backing out of her apartment with her hands raised as Atlanta Police Officer Department stand outside, tactical gear and rifles, aiming it at this lady. And her 12-year-old daughter was actually in the apartment as well. Now, the thing is that the leasing office person gave the police officers the address to the apartment, but that lady was not the person that was on the address. The name of the person that was on the address, their name was still on the address, if that makes sense.
So did the person before move out?
Yes. So if that makes sense. Yeah. So they were serving an arrest warrant. Williams say police kicked down the door of the apartment. Williams claimed the warrant was provided to the tenant, not for her or anyone currently living there.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't even know. Could you sue for that? Is that suing?
I was about to say, bro, I'm
for
about
that?
to have free rent for
Yeah,
the next couple
is
of
that
months.
suing?
That's something. It needs to be something.
Yeah, because the APD, Williams says APD is blaming the leasing office. The leasing office is blaming APD, and she feels caught in the middle, which is crazy. APD like, nah, we ain't do it. Y'all did it. And they like, nah, y'all did it. That's wild, bruh.
Yeah.
That's wild, dog. So
imagine you're just a law-abiding citizen. I just live here.
Bruh.
You gotta come. Your kid's right there. That is nuts.
you're not breaking no rules.
And there's really almost no recourse because I don't even know what you would do. Like, who do I sue at this point?
Yeah.
For real, because if I have, pain and suffering and trauma from all this, it wasn't oops. Who do I go after? The mom, of course, is seeking accountability here, but police operations, they get like a wide berth of things that they're allowed to do. And they get a wide berth for like, oops. I don't even know what you would do at this point.
That's a big oops though, bro.
Yeah,
that's a big oops.
That sounds like a filing issue or a documentation issue on the leasing office. Not saying that it is, but that's what it sounds like. How do you still have the name still attached when you gave the keys to somebody else, you moved them in? How is their name still attached?
That don't even make no sense.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
I need to. I'm like you, Million. I need some free rent.
Oh yeah.
I need some free rent. That'd be my first step. Hey,
Free rent.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take care of the utilities
Yeah,
too.
yeah. That'd be my first.
Give me some cable.
What? What? And then we gonna sue the police department. Yeah, we gonna get this free rent, then sue the police department. We gonna do it in order too, bro. Yeah, straight up. So I wouldn't know what to do, but free rent me.
Yes, sir.
All right, listen to this, guys, because seems like what's happening in Minnesota might be coming to Metro Atlanta. We've been seeing some videos and some pictures and some posts online about ICE coming to Atlanta, and at least 2 Mexican nationals just got charged in a Metro Atlanta drug trafficking operation, and the streets are feeling like it's about to get hot here. What do you guys think?
Y'all, please don't bring that to Atlanta. I don't know how Minnesota fit. I don't know how they, you know what I mean? But down here in Atlanta, we play a little different. I don't. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna say too much, but that's all I'm saying.
That's real. If you think that it was weird for bro to have a gun on him up in Minnesota, wait till you get to Atlanta.
Boy, what?
Wait till you get to Georgia.
Boy, what?
There's guns galore. So please do not come down here with that animosity. Now, with this case, though, I'm glad that somebody is doing something. I mean, so these 2 guys, according to court filings, agents with the DEA learned that Solano and Ramirez were allegedly selling large quantities of methamphetamines in the Metro Atlanta area. They were selling it near apartments near Piedmont Park. So this is like right around the corner from where I stay at.
Man.
So this is my neighborhood that you selling them drugs in, and they're alleging that these men were illegal immigrants. Now, they reportedly seized 44 kilograms of methamphetamine, 22 M30 pills. Remember, that's the pills, that's the horse tranquilizers that we covered like a couple weeks ago. A loaded firearm found next to Ramirez, and both men are charged with possession right now. Does ICE sound too crazy? This is like our 3rd or 4th time talking about illegal immigrants and having drugs and selling large quantity of drugs in our Georgia neighborhoods. I don't think ICE sounds too crazy in Georgia.
I totally understand why ICE is doing what they're doing. I mean, if there are illegal immigrants who are doing criminal activity, nobody like needs them to be here. I don't think that literally anybody is really saying like these people with murder and rape rap sheets should be here. Like, no, I haven't heard anybody say that. These people who are dealing fentanyl should be, not one person. I just think, how they do it is really, really, really the crux of the matter. In fact, that's why people have been trying to warn people about ICE coming to Metro Atlanta, to include Lil Woody. Have you seen this?
Amigos, stay inside. ICE is in Atlanta. Don't let the internet trick y'all. ICE is in Atlanta. What they talk about? ICE here.
ICE is in Atlanta. Don't let them trick y'all. ICE is in Atlanta.
He really got popular during Young Thug's
Oh, yeah,
trial.
for sure.
If you have not seen him on the stand testifying during the Young Thug trial, it really is comedy. But yeah, man, so I was wondering if they were going to come here, and I actually wondered if it was going to be as explosive as Minnesota, only because we're kind of a reddish state. Georgia's kind of purple now, but you got a Republican governor. You've got different people who might welcome ICE in because, outside of Atlanta, and even in the metro areas, there's a big Republican base who would welcome, with open arms, ICE officers and just what they're doing. And so sometimes, again, I do wonder if the Democrats and the Democrat leadership made this a lot worse than it needed to be by riling the people up as they were doing this. Like, what if there was a world where ICE could have just gotten in and gotten out and not had it be a big, crazy, weird thing? Obviously, when you see some of their tactics, you're going to go protest. So,
Yeah.
I don't want to put it all on just the Democrats being dramatic, because there has been things that, has been a little questionable in these streets. But, what does that look like in Atlanta? What do you guys think that looks like in Atlanta?
I think, like I said, I just wish that, actually agreeing to what you said. Yes, the way that ICE is actually conducting these raids is the big issue. You cannot come to our neighborhoods in Atlanta, in Georgia, anywhere, and think that you can just yank somebody up and yoke somebody up and they just gonna listen to you. It's not gonna go down here like how you think it is.
Not at all.
You need to come with some diplomacy. You need to come with some facts. You need to come with some documents. You need to at least have done some sort of research before you go and start snatching people up. That's all I want to see, because I think that ICE is doing not a good job, but the original job for what they are there to do, I agree with. Get the illegal immigrants out of here that are causing harm to our neighborhoods. I'm all fine with that. But you can't just go profiling people and pulling anybody over because you think that they look a certain type of way. It's not going to happen because we're too diverse out here in Atlanta.
Yeah. I'm going to explain to you like this, Ice. We rock with our people out here, all right? We rock with our Mexicans. We rock with our Latinos. We rock with them out here. So y'all try to come and try to grab them up, bruh. It just won't be good because we rock with our people. We rock. We ain't got no problem with them. We rock with them.
Look, and the Asian community. We got a big
Flat
Asian
out.
community in Metro Atlanta. Some people don't even know that. And these people, Atlanta knows them all. Mexicans, Hispanics, all of them, for having wonderful restaurants.
For sure.
So it's not going to be maybe 1-to-1.
Nah.
You know what I mean? And I would hope nobody gets into the business of impeding law enforcement operations where it becomes a whole thing here. But at the same time, be on your P's and Q's and just arrest who you need to arrest and get up out of here.
Please.
Flat out.
Please.
Don't stay out here too long.
Please.
So we have so much more coming at you. Thank you so much for rocking with us so far. We'll be right back. It's dark sometimes, and sometimes it's light.
Let there be light.
Let there be light. Do you have your real ID yet? Because they've been trying to tell us this for years at this point. So if you don't have your real ID, this is kind of a personal problem. But TSA is finally about to start charging travelers who do not have one. So this is a new policy to enforce the real ID starting February 1st, 2026. And most of us already have one. Like, it's kind of built into the ID that you already have. If you have a star at the top of your ID, that's what they're talking about. So it's not that deep. But basically, this is going to be a way that they just know that your ID is legit. And if you don't have one or another acceptable form of identification, you're going to have to use a system. It's an optional system, but it's called TSA Confirm ID. Costs $45. And that's going to let travelers complete an alternative ID verification process right there at the checkpoint. So you can still get onto your flight. You just, you just got to pay for it.
Have you ever traveled without your ID before?
I have, actually.
Bruh, that
It's
is the
annoying.
worst,
So
bruh.
bad.
Oh, my, you done it too?
Yeah.
Bruh, it's the absolute worst. You feel like a criminal, bruh.
First of all, they tried to act like it's not a thing.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And that's
You
what I
need
was
to-
annoyed.
You need to fly with an ID. No, I can get to the airport and go to my flight with, I don't have to have no identification.
It's very hard. So listen, so when you first say, like, I don't have your ID, the first thing I feel like they're going to tell you is, well, you can't fly. You got to get out of the line.
Yep.
That's just like the first checkpoint. You know what I mean? Because now you're playing a game. That's checkpoint number one. They're going to tell you to leave. Maybe you believe it, maybe you don't. Game over, if you believe it. If you choose the journey where you decide you still want to get on your flight, which is most of us at that point, you got to go find somebody who's willing to tell you, like, okay, you got to go over here and then do this. I can't even remember what it's called.
So first of all, they take you outside of the line.
Yes.
So they take you outside of the line. You got to give them your name.
Yep.
You got to call somebody to verify who you are.
Oh, that's not what I had to do.
Email, bro. I had to call somebody. I had to show them some email or something on my phone. I had to show them a birth certificate. I had to show them. It took like 30 minutes.
You had your birth certificate?
No. But I had my mom take a picture of it and send it to
Oh.
me. Man, all kinds of stuff for like 30 minutes. But I mean, you end up getting through TSA. But it's like, you can fly without an ID. Don't let them tell you that.
I think I had to like show my address and then tell them all the occupants of that address because they had it like in their system. And then I had to like pick a property around that household. So like I had to like describe like the road I lived on, the school that's nearby, the movie theater. I'm just trying to like paint the picture. And then they were going through the map and verifying I lived there. I'm like, bro, this is a lot. You know, then they pour through your suitcase, of course. They just dig through all of it.
But also, why would I want to get on somebody else's flight? Like, why would I want to be somebody else to go? Like, I mean, I feel you. But I mean, if you're just a regular, traveler, then,
Come on.
I want to go get on my own flight.
Yeah.
You really think I'm about to?
Yeah,
Right.
at this point, profile me. Yes, profile me. If I'm at the airport, profile me. I want you to be like, yes, you, sir, you look safe. Come here.
They'll probably say, actually, no, you were not coming on.
So last year when I tried to get on, I tried to go to my homeboy's wedding out in California. I didn't have my ID because last year I went like all year without my ID. It just got to me probably in December of last year.
Wait, what?
Finally, yes, I went that whole year without an ID.
Okay.
They just was not sending it to me. So when I finally did get there, because I was like, dang, I don't got an ID, they questioned me. They called the person. That took 20 minutes. And then they asked me a whole bunch of questions. They was like, so what year is your mom born in?
Oh, I think I got that one too.
Yeah, that one got me, dog. I was like,
Man, nobody knows that.
I didn't know that, bro.
I know
didn't
my
that.
mom's birthday.
I don't.
I didn't know
good
the
child.
year. I know my mom's birthday. I didn't know the year. So he was like, okay, so if she was born in this year, how old would she be? And then I said the wrong answer. He was like, write it down. Do the math. I said, he made me do the math, bro. I'm sitting here trying to carry the one and everything like that. I haven't done that math in years because you can't use your phone. You can't use your phone for any of it.
That's crazy.
So I just had to figure it out. I figured it out though.
I feel like they should do the determination of how hard they're going to make it for you based on who you're flying with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a good idea.
So if you're on Delta, you just come on and continue on, man.
Yeah.
If we're on Spirit, I got a couple of questions.
Yeah.
I got a couple extra questions.
What type of discrimination?
Yeah.
A class system? That's a class system.
Very, very much so.
How to make the rules?
Yo, Spirit is not that bad. Spirit will take you from A to B. You don't need the luxuries.
Yeah, it'll take you to A to B, but you might not make it to C. That's coming back. You might get to B, but you might not come back to B. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I think that's a great idea, Lana.
Thank you.
I think we need to profile who comes. Oh, Spirit, yeah, we need more information. Delta, no, you can afford this
good.
flight. You can afford this flight. That means you're That means you're good to go. No.
What is this? That is crazy.
So back to the real news. The TSA Confirm ID, that the $45 option there is supposed to be a backup option, not a replacement for real ID. So it can't be the plan, they say. But I wouldn't want that to be the plan anyway, because I'm not giving you $45 every time just to fly.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Psych.
Yeah, so it does, once you do give them the $45, it lasts 10 days. So you could travel wherever you want because you're showing a receipt to them. So it lasts over 10 days. But like, I still don't want to give the airports any more money because, mind you, when I take Spirit, I have to pay for my luggage now. Like they make us pay for our luggage.
Yes.
That's how the cost is so cheap because they make you pay $7,500 for that luggage. So yeah, I don't want to give the airports any more money.
So the reason why people who don't like this whole real ID thing, that the criticisms of it, I just looked it up. People have concerns about privacy and surveillance, and they basically see this as a national ID system that makes people easier to track. It's extra paperwork, extra time at the DMV, fees hit low-income people harder, and overall, they're saying there's a security risk with this as well. It's more centralized and it's more standardized, and that could mean a bigger fallout if there was like a hack or a leak. So there's just, some security concerns and government overreach, of course, concerns. This could expand federal control over state IDs, they say. And even more so, people are concerned that it could expand beyond travel and federal buildings into everyday life. So that's some reason, because I was thinking, why would anybody not just get the ID and choose to pay $45 every single time? That's why.
Yeah, because I think IDs are only, $20 to get if you lose it?
Bro, they
think
take
25?
forever to come, though. They take forever to get back to you. They took a year for me. I'm still hurt over that.
Wait, so you ordered your ID?
Yeah.
Yes, I can show y'all the log. I still have the receipts of how many times I was ordering my ID, it was not coming in the mail.
Wait, you ordered multiple times?
Yes.
Oh, that's money?
Yes. I spent over probably like $60 because it's only $10 to order it. Yeah, I know because I've been buying it.
You know what's crazy? They probably looked at your ID and said, God, dog, how many IDs he gonna order?
You know what? By the third time, he'll probably give us a bit more money.
Yeah. Let's see if he gonna order one more. Let's try to get one more up out of him, bro.
Everybody went to lunch
Yeah.
with all of his applications.
Hey, I got a million over here. Anybody want a million ID? Anybody want a million
They was just
ID?
throwing it on the ground, bro. I swear, every time they seen it, they was kicking it around, bro. I was hurt, bro.
That's crazy.
Well,
But yeah, they do some really extensive questionnaires when you don't have it. So I can see why you kind of are like skeptical about it. Because I had to tell them my high school, they pulled up my mom and everything. It was weird.
I bet rich people just look at us when they just flying their private jets.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, oh, my God, ID. I've never had to carry an ID. We over here like, God, I don't never want to get on they over there like, ugh, y'all guys have to go through TSA. The blasphemy.
Crazy.
Because don't they say that there's like some kind of secret tunnel or something for like really rich people? Because I've never seen like really rich people walking through Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport.
So there is. So you get picked up by a Porsche. It's called Delta Diamond or Delta One or whatever.
Oh.
So yeah, you get picked up in the Porsche. I've only done it once. So,
excuse
I've only done
me.
it once. So you get picked up. They take you.
Who are you?
They get
Wait a minute. What?
Listen, I didn't pay for this, okay? I was with somebody that paid for this.
Oh, okay.
So they pick you up. Yeah, you don't go through TSA. They take you to like this nice little holding area where you kick it, free drinks, free food, free everything, and then you walk onto the plane. You don't go through the bridge. You go up the stairs, walk to the plane, they put you in your seat, and yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But as soon as you get dropped off at the curb of Hartsfield, they come and pick you up, and then they.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, that is true. Because Spirit has a tunnel of their own also.
Yeah, what is it called? What is it called? The Underground Railroad? What is y'all tunnel called? Did Harriet Tubman go in this tunnel?
When I took my Spirit tunnel, they carried me up the stairs. How about that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm sticking beside Spirit, man.
That is
brother.
so crazy to me. We'll move on. I'm so upset that the people who are the richest in the world, they got the money to spend. They're always the ones that get the free drinks. They're always the one that get the free food. They have money. Make them pay for it.
There it goes.
At least, man. What do you think about this one? There's also a state lawmaker that's trying to introduce legislation to rename a Metro Atlanta landmark, Trump Mountain.
Yeah. So David Clark, a state representative from Beaufort, introduced a resolution Tuesday proposing the name Trump Mountain. Trump Mountain. He wants to replace the Suwannee Mountain. Yeah, the Suwannee Mountain. He wants to replace that and call it the Trump Mountains. Mind you, the Suwannee Mountain is named after a Cherokee chief that was in the past. So he wants to replace the name to Trump Mountain.
Ooh, man.
Yo, if this isn't glazing, I don't know
I was
what
literally
is.
about to say, bruh, the biggest glaze. Good Lord. Hey, brother, let Trump be, brother. God, dog. Trump, he can't have his name on everything, okay?
Listen, I was literally just thinking about the Trump Kennedy Center. This
Yeah.
man probably actually thinks, my name should be on everything. But this is not him. This is why I feel like some of y'all make Trump look bad, because Trump has nothing to do with this. And the rest of us are like, man, Trump, putting his name on everything. He has nothing to do with this. But I think that sometimes people try to kiss Trump's a little too much, and that sounds like what this is. Because why?
Yeah.
Why?
He's running for lieutenant governor of Georgia right now.
And what does that do for Georgia? What does that do for the citizens? That's the biggest thing you think you could do right now is name something Trump Mountain. That's the best thing you can do for us as lieutenant governor.
If it makes our king happy, though,
That's what he does. Look at me, Mr. Trump. Hey, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. That's what it looked like.
Can you pull that picture up again? Because this kind of gave a little bit of his rationale. The other one, the one where he's with Trump. President Trump is one of the most transformative presidents in our nation's history. That is why today I introduce a resolution to rename Suwannee Mountain in Forsyth County to Trump Mountain to honor this historic legacy of making America great again. So that was his reasoning. And you know what? There are people who probably really agree with the fact that they feel like Trump has done just all these things that are great for the country. Of course, people who don't agree as well, but do those people who do agree want things to be renamed Trump absolutely everything? Because again, I think it makes him look bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because everybody's been saying these people are dramatic, saying I want to be a king, saying I want to be a dictator. Well, when you put your name on absolutely everything and your supporters want to put your name on absolutely everything, it's a little weird.
Very weird, bruh. Very weird. And doesn't a mountain like stand for like symbolism is strong? Like when you put your name strong, Trump is not. I mean, he's built like a pillow, so he might. You know what I'm saying? So, Trump, the mattress king.
So to your point, the mountain is like supposed to be like spiritual in a sense because, like I said, it was named after an Indian chief. The mountain spans 900 acres, including the Indian Seats. And the Indian Seats is a natural rock formation at the summit. And that's been there for a while now. So Trump coming over to take over that is crazy. Now, the only pushback I would ask, right, is wouldn't you want your representative to kind of be in good graces with the president? Like if he's representing me, I would kind of want him to be in good graces with my president.
At this point, there are so many lawmakers who are trying to be in good graces with other lawmakers. Like, I need you to like want to be in good graces with me. Because, like, if we're electing you and I got problems, like, I don't need you to just be beholden to the Democrat Party or to the Republican Party. I need you to be beholden to the problems of Georgia.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Again, it's not even Trump doing this. It's just somebody else.
Yeah. I think people forgot about the people.
The people.
I think they've forgotten about the people. Trump has put this smoke screen up to, hey, man, come on, pander to me. It's like, oh, y'all forgot that y'all actually got to run like counties and cities and states. Y'all forgot that we live here, right? Y'all forgot that. It's like, no, we're still here. You know what I mean? Don't forget about us.
I do understand your point. Like, you can get more things done if you're in good graces with the people who are at the top, for sure. But, like, he's only going to be at the top for how many more years? And then we still got Trump Mountain, according to you? Like, we just have to always have Trump Mountain for the, like, little time Trump has left in office, the 3 years? Yeah. I don't know. That's,
He's a memorable president, though.
Could you imagine if he would have said Stone Mountain?
I was literally just about to say that, bro. He better not change Stone Mountain. That's already a little problematic as it is, but
right.
You know what I'm saying? But,
Stone Mountain would be crazy. But it's a Confederate mountain in general, so, I mean, I could see Trump going
Well, that's why I said it's already problematic as it is, but we don't need Trump up there. That's all I'm saying.
Moving on. Marta wants to educate you guys on its upcoming next-gen bus network. Exciting stuff. Riveting.
Yeah. So after 4 years of public engagement and data analysis, Marta finalizes a system-wide redesign of its bus network aimed at making service simpler, faster, and more reliable. So this is called the Next Gen Bus Network. It's going down April 18th. Marta is holding community open houses going on, and it's basically like a know before you go. We're going to be telling you about the system before you actually go through it. The Next Gen Bus Network restructures routes to focus on high demand corridors, high demand areas where buses will arrive every 15 minutes or less.
Oh, no.
You know what?
Awesome.
I'll believe it when I see it. Sometimes the news just has to tell you stuff that's happening and you need to know.
No, not even that. I'm not mad about that. It's Marta. Like, bro, I don't believe nothing Marta ever says. So
what?
Nothing.
What? I think, but you guys haven't really lived off of Marta.
No, we haven't.
Tell us what it's like.
I have lived off of Marta.
Tell us.
I have lived off of Marta. It's not as bad as people make it seem. Okay, so while they're saying that the high traffic areas will be 15 minutes or less, honestly, I can't see myself. I think the wait right now, for me at least, at my bus stop that I used to go to, was probably like 30 minutes. Every 30 minutes, a bus was coming every 30 to 45 minutes. The fact that they're trying to break it down in 15 minutes. I love that. I think that's amazing. I think they could do it.
Okay.
Y'all ain't gonna do Marta like that.
I'm not saying.
Amen.
I ain't gonna do my Marta like that.
Lana, what?
I support. I love this.
She said amen like she ride it every day. No, Marta ain't rolled Lana and she ain't rolled Marta in I don't know how long.
Now
It's awesome. Amen, girl. Get out of here.
I support. You know, I was trying to hype, man.
Okay, my bad.
No.
Okay, right.
Now the only thing that have people probably up in arms right now is that they're not expanding it across the state more.
Okay.
Instead of just they're choosing to make the ride shorter and all this, but a lot of people want Marta to go out into the suburbs and go farther into like the Conyers area, Covington area.
Oh,
Sorry.
no.
Listen.
Oh, no.
I have had actually this debate with somebody because the pro to that is interconnectivity. You know what I mean? Like suddenly you don't need a car. You can, brush down some of these climate change, too much gas, too many cars on the road kind of claims. And, it'd be great to get less cars on the road, ease up traffic, XYZ, whatever. On the other side,
we know what the other side is. We know what the other side is. Say it.
What's the other side?
Some would potentially complain that the people who would like to ride Marta and need to ride Marta would have direct access to their neighborhoods. And they don't want to see those people in their neighborhoods. But you know what? Bump that. Like, let everybody access everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Let everybody access to your neighborhood so you can get robbed. That's a great idea. No, girl, no, man. Marta is for a city route. Let it be in the city. Why y'all want to come out here? Why y'all want to come out here into these blissful suburbs? Why y'all it ain't nothing to do out here?
To be fair, look at the traffic right now. A lot of people are moving, not necessarily even moving to Atlanta. They're moving to the outskirts of Atlanta and then commuting on a daily basis over to Atlanta.
For sure.
So if everybody had the chance to actually just hop on a bus, hop on a train, and go straight to their job, even from farther places, just imagine how clear those roads would be.
Roads would be clear.
Yep, right for me to drive on them. Yep, clear. Get up out the way so I can drive on them.
That's what I'm saying. So, to each their own, I guess.
I think they should focus, and I said this before, I think they should focus on making Marta a more premier experience. If you want people to ride Marta, get the rats out.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, put some security everywhere. Make sure it's clean. Get some cleaning crews. Just make it, put a coat of paint over it. You know what I mean? Like,
DJ.
make it something that you want it to be on.
Marta,
you feel me?
Marta already is a premier experience. I love riding on the Marta. I love the fact that when I go onto the Marta, I only smell like little bits of smells, like little bits of weird smells here and there. Most of the time I'm there, it's clean. It feels clean at least. That's what when I've ridden.
The bar is low.
You also fly Spirit, so that makes sense. So makes sense.
But look, okay, so the open house is scheduled for Thursday, January 29th. That's tomorrow if you're watching this today. And it's at 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. And it's going to be at the Marta headquarters atrium, 2424 Piedmont Road Northeast. That's near the Lindbergh Center station. So,
all jokes aside, I am glad that they are doing something to make Marta a better experience. And, it would be great, again, if it would smell like bleach or, cleaning products instead of just random assortment of smells. But,
she said all
we're
jokes aside and made a joke.
I'm sorry. I had one left in the tank. I had one more.
It's not Marta's fault, though. It's the people's fault that ride it. I'm just saying.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it there.
We'll leave it right there.
Let you have that one.
The city is still trying to build a park over the downtown connector. It's called The Stitch. We've been talking about this for quite some time. Here are the photos, renditions. I think this is such a cool idea. My mind just does not understand how this works. How can you build a park over like a whole road? They do it, but it's just like, it's really hard to just see, but they're making progress here. A board of directors has just been announced, and there's a nonprofit entity named Atlanta Downtown Stitch, Inc. They've been officially launched, I should say, to oversee this Stitch project. And again, this is designed to reconnect neighborhoods that have been divided by the downtown connector. And that's really been, if you ask people who've been in this area for a long time, kind of a physical and economic barrier for decades. So this is something that's supposed to basically make it accessible for everybody again.
Yeah. The downtown connector is basically it was split. So the history behind it is years ago the downtown connector was split this in the center of Atlanta, and it splits the center of Atlanta in two. The split created significant impacts on Black neighborhoods that were once united throughout the area. They're now trying to connect that area, and it's gonna be over there it's gonna be shared on the stretch of Interstate Highway I-75 and I-85, and the merge as they run through, it'll run through the center of Atlanta. So I don't know. Like you said, when I was looking at the models, I was like, are they trying to build over the highway? It was kind of confusing to me. But
That's the
what
plan.
it looks like it is.
No, that's the plan. And that's why I personally was wondering, what is this going to do to traffic? Because that is a very, very congested area.
It is.
And if y'all are talking about building over it, like, how is that going to impact the people on the roadways? And project leaders claim that the construction is not going to result in any major traffic disruptions during the build, but they don't say what that means. Because what do you consider major? You know what I mean? Because any kind of construction that blocks off roads at rush hour in that area, if you know, that would be a very problematic thing, but we'll see what happens with that. I can tell you that phase 1 is supposed to start around mid-2026, so we're gonna find out very soon. And apparently, the streets are saying that it's gonna cost about $200 million, but when this thing is all said and done, it's supposed to generate more than $9 billion in economic value and create approximately 4,500 jobs.
Oh, wow.
So this could be really cool for the city. I mean, if they can pull this off and it doesn't take, forever.
Yeah.
Because there are certain projects you've seen really around the country. Orlando's been building something forever. Certain construction projects just seem to just go on and on and on. But if they can get this done in a reasonable time, this could be dope.
No, it could be. Also, make sure you add a pickleball court. Don't forget about that.
Oh, that's all y'all got to say about the Stitch?
Yeah. The Stitches. I don't trust Atlanta to build anything.
Oh, you don't think it's coming?
No.
Well,
No.
they put a lot of money into it already, though. Like they racked up about $50 million already, like in the hole. Like they put $50 million into it.
My problem is that they have been saying that they're going to do something about downtown Atlanta
For years.
And then projects will start and then stop and then start and then stop. Right now, they've got one going for downtown Atlanta that seems to be continuing, full steam ahead.
Oh, for the World Cup. Yes, that
What
little
they
area.
want to have done. It's like an area that they're trying to have done for the World Cup. We'll see if that happens. But that seems to still be going.
I think that will happen. Like I said, we got company coming in the building. So, of course, they're going to try to make this place as nice as possible. So that thing they probably got every worker in the city on that one project. That's why nothing else getting done right now.
So who's going to work on this?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And they're very close in proximity, I would say. So that's a lot of construction to be going down.
So y'all have seen like projects just abandoned in Atlanta?
That happens all the time.
What? 1,000?
Really?
All the time.
Oh, man, I can't wait till you wake up all the way. You have woken up today, brother, and I love that.
But I'm just thinking because they've already put so much money into it. Like, where is that money just gonna go?
I don't know, man.
It gets this happens across the country. You know what I mean?
Dang.
People think that they've got something good and then the funding runs out and the plans just don't happen. So we'll see what happens. Speaking of building, though, apparently Kaiser Permanente just bought over 7 acres near Atlanta's old Turner Field amid current strikes. And so, we're trying to see what's going to happen with that. We got to get to this real quick, but I think you guys were saying this could be interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. And I only say that because we don't necessarily know what they're going to be doing with this building area, the acres that they have right now. But the model currently on Kaiser is they don't like emergency rooms. They don't like to have hospitals like where it's emergency rooms. So we'll just have to keep an eye out on that.
Yeah, the emergency rooms obviously take a lot of people who need the very expensive things done in some cases that don't always pay for them. So, we'll see what happens with that. We'll keep you posted, but that's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for joining us on Hot 97 News. We'll see you tomorrow.
Peace.